Have you ever had a day that completely changed your life?
Yeah, actually. Mine started totally normal.
Normal how?
Well, my alarm went off at 7 a.m., just like every other day.
Wait, so nothing seemed different at first?
Not at all. I woke up, got out of bed, started my morning routine.
But something happened that day, right?
Exactly. That's the crazy part. Everything changed from that moment.
I'm curious now. What happened after you woke up?
That's what made it so interesting. It wasn't dramatic or loud.
Oh, so it was subtle.
Very subtle. But it set everything in motion for what came next.
This is amazing. Tell us more about what happened that morning.
Well, that's when things started to get really interesting, actually.
So the alarm goes off, that soft beeping sound, same as always.
Yeah, every single morning. Pulls you right out of your dreams.
Exactly. And I'm just lying there, stretching, rubbing my eyes. The morning light comes through the curtains.
That golden glow feeling, right? When the sun hits everything just right.
Perfect description. So I sit on the edge of the bed for a moment, just listening.
Listening to what? The apartment?
The whole city waking up. Car horns, people walking by, the traffic sounds. Everything peaceful.
That's nice. Sounds like a calm morning routine.
It was. Super simple and familiar. I head to the shower first. Hot water, steam everywhere.
Oh, that's the best way to wake up. Hot water in the morning.
Right? Then I make a strong black coffee. The kind that really jolts you awake.
While the coffee's brewing, what do you do?
I scroll through my phone. Emails, social media, the news. Same routine every single day.
And there's something comforting about that, isn't there?
Exactly. It's predictable. So I skip breakfast like usual. Just grab a granola bar.
No time for a proper breakfast?
Nope, stuffed it in my bag and headed out. The cool morning air hits you immediately.
Wait, the city's already awake at that point?
Completely. Everyone's rushing to work. Faces buried in their phones. It's chaos out there.
Do you take the bus?
Yeah, the bus stop's a short walk away. I found my usual spot near the back.
Your usual spot?
Always the same place. Same line, same time. The bus arrived right on time, actually.
That's lucky. And you found your usual seat?
By the window, yeah. I watched the streets go by, thinking about work and stuff.
What was the office like when you arrived?
Oh, the rush hour was over by then. The energy was different. Calmer, more focused.
Like everyone's settled into their day?
Exactly. You could hear typing on keyboards, phone calls, people talking. It was normal.
And your desk? Same routine?
I trapped my bag, powered up my computer, started looking at my to-do list mentally. Everything seemed perfectly normal.
Yeah, just another day at the office. I answered emails, checked project updates, did paperwork.
Sounds monotonous.
It was. But then lunchtime came. I met up with my best friend, Lena.
Oh, you have a lunch buddy?
We always make time to catch up. The cafeteria was packed as usual. Lots of noise.
You like the noise.
I do, actually. It makes the office feel more alive. Less monotonous, you know?
What's Lena like?
Blonde hair and a ponytail. Really playful smile. She was already sitting at our table.
So what did you talk about?
Office gossip, mostly. Tom was late again, and Jenna had a complete meltdown.
Oh no, what happened with Jenna?
The projector wasn't working during her presentation. She was practically in tears about it.
That sounds dramatic.
It was. She was pacing around the conference room trying to fix the slides. Tom just stood there.
Just standing there? Completely useless?
Completely. Lena said, "What would we do without her daily freakouts?" It was pretty funny.
So you two just laugh at your coworkers.
We were also talking about new HR policies. Everyone was complaining about those.
And what about your weekend plans?
Lena was planning a day trip out of town. I had nothing exciting, just sleeping in.
Binge watching something?
Yeah, a new series. But then Lena suddenly gets this look on her face.
What? What's wrong?
She tells me about this guy on the 12th floor. He got stuck in the stairwell.
Wait, what? During work hours?
After hours, actually. The lights went out. He couldn't see anything.
Oh my God. How long was he trapped?
Like an hour. Pitch black. He couldn't even see his own hand in front of his face.
That sounds absolutely terrifying.
Right? And he was completely alone down there. A shiver ran down my spine.
That would freak me out too.
I told Lena, that's why I hate staying late at the office. It's creepy enough empty.
But being stuck in the dark?
Exactly. No thank you. Lena was enjoying my discomfort, laughing at me.
She thought it was funny?
Yeah, she said I definitely wasn't staying late that night, but I couldn't shake the feeling.
The unease?
Exactly. Even though it was just a story, things like that don't happen to me.
But the thought stayed with you?
It did. After lunch, I went back to my desk. That's when it kept coming back.
The image of him trapped?
Yeah, standing there alone in the dark, waiting for someone to find him. The office felt quiet.
Like too quiet? Too still, really. Everything felt different suddenly, but I pushed it aside.
And got back to work?
Tried to. Emails, reports, projects. The afternoon just dragged on. So your boss, Mr. Carter, called you into his office, right?
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting that at all that day.
What did he want? Was it serious?
He needed me to finish a project by tonight. Tonight.
Oh, wow, that's last minute. Did you have plans?
I did, actually, but he explained there's a big client presentation tomorrow.
Right, so the timing was important. How did you feel about it?
Honestly, I was surprised, but he said, I know you can handle it.
And that made you feel, what, pressured or motivated?
A bit of both, I guess. He was tough but fair, you know?
So you agreed to stay late?
Yeah, I nodded and said I'd stay as long as it takes.
Your evening plans disappeared, huh?
Completely. I headed back to my desk to prepare mentally.
What was the office like when you started working?
Still pretty busy at first, but people were leaving soon after.
By 6 p.m., what happened?
The office was nearly empty. Almost everyone had gone home.
That must have felt different, working alone like that.
It was quiet. Just me, my computer, and the monitor's glow.
Did you notice the time passing?
Oh yeah, the minutes turned into hours really fast.
What time was it when you really felt the emptiness?
Around 8 p.m., I think. The building was almost deserted.
Was that uncomfortable?
A little, honestly. No phones ringing, no people chatting anymore.
What replaced those sounds?
Just the elevator creaking or the air conditioning humming in the distance.
That sounds kind of eerie. Did you think about leaving?
No, I was determined. I had to finish that project.
So you kept going. What happened around 9 p.m.?
I finally took a break. My legs were so stiff.
You decided to walk around?
Yeah, I headed down the hallway to grab a coffee.
Was the hallway like the rest of the office?
Dimly lit, and my footsteps echoed everywhere. It was strange.
Did anything cross your mind walking alone?
Actually, yeah. I remembered what Lena said about that guy in the stairwell.
Oh, the story she told you before?
Right. The thought of being alone in the dark gave me chills.
But you kept going for your coffee?
Yeah, I did. While the coffee brewed, I texted Lena.
What did you say to her?
I said, "Still here. Looks like it's going to be late."
How did she respond?
She said, "Oh, you poor thing. I'm already in bed."
Did that make you feel better?
Actually, yes. Lena always knows how to make me smile.
Even when you're stressed with work?
Especially then. Her message came at exactly the right moment.
So you grabbed your coffee and went back?
Yeah, I headed back to my desk and got working again.
How are you feeling by then?
Tired, but I was pushing through, still focused on the deadline.
What time was it when you really felt the fatigue?
By 10:30 p.m., the hours were moving so slowly.
So the workday finally ended? The report was done and sent to Mr. Carter?
Right. She felt relieved, but the building was eerily quiet that night.
Yeah, she packed her things and headed to the elevator. Very lonely atmosphere.
Exactly. The soft humming of lights and creaking sounds made her feel uneasy.
She couldn't shake that feeling something was wrong. Her face looked exhausted in the metal walls.
Oh, shadows under her eyes from the long day. She just wanted home and bed.
But when she stepped outside, a cold wind hit her. The lobby felt emptier than usual.
The receptionist was gone. Streets were nearly empty, just a few late commuters and taxis.
So she opened the ride-sharing app. Her driver, Sam, was 2 minutes away.
Yeah, a yellow taxi arrived. She slid into the back seat, exhausted and ready to go.
At first, everything seemed normal. They drove through familiar city streets for a while.
But then something changed, right? The taxi took an unexpected turn onto darker roads.
Wait, really? She checked her GPS. They weren't on the usual route home.
The buildings became sparser. Streetlights were fewer and farther between. Something felt wrong.
She leaned forward and asked the driver about the route. This isn't the usual way.
Sam glanced at her in the rearview mirror. He said it was construction on the main road.
But she didn't believe him.
That cold, flat stare made her hair stand up.
She texted Lena immediately. Driver is taking a weird route. Stay on call.
They drove deeper into an industrial area. Old abandoned buildings, flickering streetlights, no people.
Her heart started pounding. She knew something was seriously wrong. The taxi slowed down.
They turned onto a deserted road lined with empty warehouses. Complete silence everywhere.
The taxi rolled into a dark parking lot. Cracked pavement, no lights, no life.
Sam said he needed to check something under the hood. That's when she panicked.
Right. No one around. No other cars. They were completely alone out there.
So she acted fast. She dialed Lena's number and held it to her ear.
She said loudly, "Yeah, I see you. You're just a block away, right?"
She kept talking, pretending Lena was actually nearby. "Can you see the taxi? I'm here."
Sam froze. His hand hovered over the door handle. He glanced back at her.
She continued the fake conversation. "You're almost here? Just stay where you are."
For a long moment, neither of them moved. The air felt heavy with fear.
Then Sam slowly let go of the door handle. The engine roared to life. The taxi pulled back onto the road, away from that dark parking lot completely.
She didn't stop talking to fake Lena, kept forcing a smile despite trembling hands.
When they reached her apartment, she pushed the door open before the car stopped.
She bolted out and rushed to her building, but Sam stayed there, watching.
His taxi was idling at the curb. His cold eyes stared at her through the mirror.
She locked every door and bolt inside her apartment. Her heart was still racing.
Lena texted asking if she should call someone. She typed back, "I'm home. I'm safe."
But she didn't feel safe. She peeked through the curtains from inside her apartment.
The taxi was still there, parked down the street with headlights glowing faintly in darkness.
Sam was waiting inside, his figure barely visible in the shadows, just waiting.
She quickly closed the curtains. The feeling of unease wouldn't leave her that night.
That experience changed everything. She never took a taxi alone at night, ever again.
Terrifying story. Now, here are some practical safety tips for all of you.
First tip, always share your location with a trusted friend when taking a ride.
Yes, let them know your route and driver details. Stay on a call if needed.
Second tip, trust your instincts completely. If something feels wrong, it probably is wrong.
Exactly. Don't worry about being polite. Your safety is more important than politeness always.
Third tip, use official ride-sharing apps with GPS tracking. Know your route beforehand.
Right. Check driver reviews and verify the car details match your pickup. Stay alert.
Thanks for listening to this story. English learning through storytelling really works, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Stay safe out there and keep practicing your English with us every week.